everybody. I'm a little early today. There we go. My Joy-Con turned off. Also, has anyone else seen the thing where apparently for the Switch 2 they're doing like all the starter Pokemon icons? The base form starters, not like the evolved forms, so that might come later. That means I can have any of my dumb babies to start out with whenever I eventually get a Switch 2. Sometime in the next 2 years. I ended stream yesterday catching the first shiny. So hopefully we'll get number 2 today, and if I get it fast enough, I'll evolve him. And I will start the Cubone hunt early. The Cubone hunt early, Jesus. Because that one's gonna be a fun one, because I gotta evolve a bunch of Cubone into Marowak for trading purposes. It's fine, you can be tiny, just be tiny and be still. Let me adjust my number here real fast. It is a little... Oh, right, it's the bottom one. I can never quite get it. It just won't go that little bit higher. It always wants to go like there. That should be a bit better, though. That way when we get to the teens, it's off center. That's going to drive me nuts. Hold on, guys. OCD brain has to have its moment. I might just have to live with that. Actually, would it help if I made it just a bit smaller? That might help. Because one of these is the counter I used for the Farfetch'd hunt. So I made it bigger because it was just the one Pokemon down in the corner. Can I have another crab? No. I should be so lucky. Yes, I want to use another. Oh. Hi, Pidgey. But yeah, so it's very nice that they're giving us all the starter babies, and Pikachu and Eevee and a Pokeball, I think. Oh, there we go. That means I can have my dumb baby Fuecoco as my icon again. I have it as Skeledirge right now. I ran out of lemonade. I'm back to water. Nah, but that's fine. Water's better for me. Okay, the O3 was my catch. Oh, Jesus. They popped in at just the same exact time, didn't they? Now, I wouldn't mind at all if by some weird chance I do actually end up getting a shiny Kingler. That would be awesome. It means I wouldn't have to evolve the Krabby, but I'm not restarting the chain. Not for something I can catch and evolve. Just as easily as I could. Actually, probably easier than I could chain it, really. I'm just getting all sorts of crabs. Apparently this Kingler bought its family. So I managed to get 3 sides of the blanket done, so I have 1 side left. I might manage to finish it tonight if I push myself, and then I can have all day tomorrow to do other things. I have 4 books I bought for my birthday last month, and I have not touched a single one of them yet. Oh, Jesus. More crabs. I've been wanting to do a puzzle for the past, like, 3 weeks. I have the box sitting out on the kitchen table ready to start one, just a little 500-piece one, and I haven't done one yet. Of course, I'll have to fight the cat to do that. I'm gonna do a puzzle this week. Dry skin on my lips. But I'm ready for my time to be my own and not be dominated by that blanket. I say as if I don't have 3 other blankets I could continue. I do actually have 3 other blankets I could continue. I have one I started for Mama Blueberry, and one I started years ago just for myself with yarn colors I liked, and then one... Where did I put the squares for? The one that's just, right now it's just a bunch of squares, so it'd end up like a patchwork blanket or something. They're crocheted squares. Dad cut the grass yesterday and it still smells so nice. Ah! Hi, bird. Hey, Moose. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. Oh. Lovely to see you. I've been more or less freed from the confines of the blanket, so I'm back to regular streaming. You know, they spawned in together, so I guess it makes sense that they just kind of vanished together as well. Oh, he's gonna be one of these. That's good. Did you see about all the Pokemon starter icons they're gonna give you for like your Switch 2 icon? It's gonna be great. They're doing the base form of all the starter Pokemon, and then Pikachu and Eevee and a Pokeball. And I imagine down the road you'll be able to download more like you did with Scarlet and Violet. Wonder if they'll re-release the Scarlet and Violet ones. Hi, Bob. Lovely to see you again as well. There we go, much better. I'm hunting crabs today, or at least, well, a crab. I managed to get the first shiny yesterday, so I need the second one today for Kingler. And then I'm off to Cubones. Guys, can you give me some space? Oh, okay. That works. Catch. Nice. So I still desperately need to know how surfing on a Kingler would work. I myself am not a fan of crab, but I do have a friend who likes crab and lobster and stuff, so she likes crab meat. So, you know, she'd just be in heaven with this many crab legs. I will take a good steak or a good rack of ribs any day. You gotta travel for that crab. Yeah, I mean, we can get shrimp. I don't know if we can get crab meat here. They might carry it at the local grocery store. I've never actually paid attention to whether they do or not. But, in order to get actual crab, the nearest place we could probably go for it would be at least an hour away in most directions. or Branson. We went to Branson a few years ago for my birthday to go to the Titanic Museum and ate at a seafood place then, and my dad and his girlfriend got crab. Are you done? Okay, he's finished. I had one yesterday that every time I got ready to throw a Pokeball, it just ran. So I threw like 3 Pokeballs at it, then just gave up. I know, we don't have easily accessible seafood here. I would kill for a Chinese food restaurant. There was one in Harrison, but there are like 2 in Harrison, but the one we liked closed, so that sucked. Now we have to go an hour and a half away to get to a good Chinese place. One of the curses of living in a small town. I had to laugh though, because our local grocery store finally got self-checkout things last week. I like a good steak, but like I also like ribs. Orange chicken, honestly, or maybe just kind of chicken in general, is something I could, if I had to have a food I needed to eat like every night for a week, I could probably do orange chicken every night and not get too sick of it. Like, orange chicken is one of the foods I go for even when I'm like sick, because the sauce I use is just a Panda Express sauce, so it's just spicy enough to clear out my sinuses. But I'm a pretty big chicken eater most of the time. Of course, I can do eggs fairly well too. There are times where I'll eat like a couple of eggs every morning for a week or so straight. Oh, hi, Farfetch'd. Of course, now my favorite bad food, like buy at the store and pop in the microwave thing, is probably like pizza rolls. Like, they're good. I only like them in the microwave though, because if you put them in the oven, they get too dry. Like, pizza rolls are my favorite. I want a meal I can eat in under 3 minutes thing. That, or just like the microwavable burritos, but only a very specific brand of burritos, because they don't put onions in theirs and like every other brand does. If I could choose one animal, I'm assuming you mean to try, because I mean, we eat deer and stuff here, so, You know, I don't know. I would really like to try that, like, super expensive, like, what is it, the Wagyu beef or whatever it is they have over in Japan. But I don't know if that counts. So I've had elk before too. And honestly, there is literally a restaurant here that serves buffalo, so I can't say that. And I'm not a fish person. I really don't know. Oh, if I had to choose only one, yeah, it would probably honestly be chicken or pork, because bacon. Oh, well, hi. We eat a good bit of chicken, and we actually eat a pretty good bit of pork. What is this congregation of Farfetched here? But probably chicken. We eat a good bit of pork too, between like bacon and pork loin, ribs, pork chops. We actually probably eat less beef than we do chicken or pig. Turkey's okay. I actually like turkey better if it's fried. And I don't mean like the entire turkey, like Thanksgiving dinner style turkey. Or holiday style turkey, I guess, because you don't have Thanksgiving over in Sweden. But Dad got a turkey breast once, and he just cut it up into like strips, and we fried it, you know, like we would fried chicken, and it was really good. Deer meat's nice as well, but it's one of those foods we can only hunt deer at certain points of time in the year. So we usually we get like one or two, and that's enough to do us for the year. Of course, deer is also one of those foods that has like the cold weather category of my brain, because we start hunting it in fall, and then you can hunt it a couple more times later on in winter, and then that's it. Where did I? Oh, I said Sweden, didn't I? I knew it started with an S. I am one behind on that. But deer's good, but it's a colder weather food in my brain, so it feels very weird on the occasion we eat it, like during summer. So it's like beans and cornbread is a winter food. Dad, it'll be the middle of summer, I want beans and cornbread. It's like, no, it's too warm for that. That's a middle of winter snowy day. Cold outside food. Had to go check that real fast, make sure it wasn't a Krabby. Actually, there's a small part of me I would like to try moose. Just to see if it was kind of the same as deer and elk. I feel like it's probably actually has more fat on it. Just because moose are bigger. Of course, I could be wrong. It could be lean meat as well. Because I know deer is. It doesn't have a lot of fat. Should not be 28. I've gotten ahead. 2 because that's 30. I should be down at least 2 more, I think. I should be at like 26. Oh. Surprise crab. Huh. Now, my dad has had alligator. Because we have a Cajun place down the road. I'm not horribly interested in trying alligator. Shark. I wonder if people eat moose up in like Canada and Alaska. Probably not. I feel like that's a maybe. Probably not. Because I feel like that's a poor decision unless you're a really good shot. Dude! Farfetch'd, where are you going? He's going on an adventure. Look, dude, it's not my fault. You moved. Probably, but I imagine you have to get a special license to hunt moose. 'Cause, down here, you have to get a special license to, like, hunt elk. Well, now I know. God, but I imagine moose feed you for quite a while. Megafauna. I have a stepbrother who wants to try Japanese spider crabs. He wants to try like the meat from their crab legs. That Farfetch'd was zooming. He would just go in. I always figured they kind of despawned once they got over to the right far enough, but he would just go in. I almost want to go see if he's despawned yet, but I'm going to leave him alone. Hush. Well, considering where we live, I don't think that'll ever be a problem. I don't think I've ever, in any media I could think of, seen people referring to eating penguins. I'm sure it's probably happened maybe at some point in time, but it probably doesn't happen often. This Kingler is after me. Like, I'm sure people up north, ate polar bears at some point in time. Oh, there he is! Dude, where are you going? He just wandering around. But that's probably illegal now, considering I think they're endangered species. Kind of funny he hasn't despawned yet. He's kind of like those Spearow that used to get stuck at the top of my screen when I was shiny hunting Spearow. Because they couldn't get back over the ledge. I imagine getting a moose up in like Canada. It sounds familiar. I might know it, but then again, I also might not. It is entirely possible I've seen it and then just not made like the association with it being a meme. Oh, there we go. There's me a crab. Those two are ridiculous. I got one up on top of the bed and one in the dog bed, and it is not the dog in the dog bed. I moved things around a little bit the other day, and the cat has been sleeping in... It's technically Stella's bed, but, I mean, it's just a basket with a couple of pillows in it, wrapped in blankets. But he has been sleeping in it, like, every day. He loves it being beside the bed now. Yeah, the crab sound can get a little annoying. Trust me, I went through that with Galarian Yamask. Just by the time I was finished hunting it, I was so tired of hearing the Galarian Yamask cry. I was sitting there making fun of it every time it popped up. Get something new pop in. Because I don't know what my new spawn was after I... Okay then. Crappy despawn. Go away! I don't need you, Lucky. Oh look, he's been joined by a Pidgey. This sounds like an adventure waiting to happen. I think the Chansey like me much more than I like them. It feels like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon duo or something. You just need one more bird over there to complete the trio. You're a crab, but you're not the right crab. I need the tiny crab. Where are your children? You aren't a crab either. Go join many other birds on the far side of the screen. I should probably wander away here in a little bit. Just go far enough for them to despawn. But this is a funny thing I've noticed, that if something like wanders off into an area where you can't like easily encounter it, they don't despawn right. They'll be there for like 10 or 15 minutes before they finally go away. Oh look, I think the Pidgeotto's stuck again. That happens on occasion too. They'll spawn in a spot and then they just won't leave. They like won't move around the little area. They just stay there. Wonder if they get caught against the trainer or something, or like the sign. Where are you going? Come here. Okay, there's the Chansey. Oh, there we go, there's me another Krabby. The Kingler should be despawning here soon. There we go. There he went. There's another Farfetch. Yeah, see, he still hasn't despawned. I don't know if the Pidgey has or not. Of course, they fly away, so it might have. Another bird. He cornered me. I don't want to get lucky. There we go. Bottom feeder. Oh, another crab down. Still over there. Oh. No, I don't need you. There are too many Chansey here, Pin Pin. I was gonna scratch under your chin, but okay, fine. I was talking to the cat. He's coming to see you. I was gonna scratch under his chin, but he walked away. He wants treats. My dad has spoiled the cat. Okay. The cat has learned that if he pesters his dad enough, Dad will give him treats. So Dad can come in from being just like out, having run outside to get something out of the garage, and the cat's like, I get treats now. And then, no, you don't get treats now, Bubba. To be fair though, I warned him. I told him the first time, he's like, get me a pack of treats for the cat. So I gave him, so I was like, if you start this, you're gonna form a habit. He's gonna pester you for him. Yeah, that's what ended up happening. Yeah, I don't need no chances. I have 200 something lures. I'm kind of a thing. I'm gonna have to buy some more lures. I don't need more lures at the moment. Maybe later, but I'm good with them right now. Okay, go feed the puppers. That's where Krabby makes me think of that cat in those short cat videos on like TikTok and stuff, where it's the two cats and the one has the zoomies and it's like obviously the owner voicing them or something, and they're having a conversation and it's a really dumb conversation. Krabby almost makes me think of a cat with the zoomies whenever it pops up on the screen and does its little back and forth. Like, I could legit see some poor trainer just having to chase their Krabby around, like, their room or their house or something because it got loose and it, I don't know, just doesn't want to go somewhere. Oh, well then. Under my nose itches today. Crab rave. I need to go to bed. I really don't, but I really need to go to bed. So I ran out of lemonade this morning. So now I'm kind of sad. I'll have to get me some more at a later point and actually buy a gallon pitcher so we have an extra. Whenever I see a tiny Krabby on here, you know, the thing pops up, it's tiny. I'm thinking of a Krabby that is like like this big, maybe a little bigger, but you know, just actual itty bitty crab sized Krabby, a hermit Krabby. Though I know we have that in Dwebble. Did I count that? I did not count that. Oh god, now all I can think of is Herman from my gym partner, the monkey. was a good show. What I've watched of it, I enjoyed. Had some good episodes. The shiny doorknob episode, and then Herman the Hermit Crab. I've been shitty cheeks. Did I say there was one more? The plant episode where the monkey gym partner gets told he's a spider plant and somehow actually does manage to photosynthesize. Earlier 2000 cartoons were weird. My gym partner's a monkey. Foster's Powerpuff. That was earlier 2000s. My gym partner's a monkey was a little bit later, a bit closer to the 2010s, I think. Are you okay? Can we not cough up a hairball on the desk, please? Are you gonna be okay? Can we at least cough this up on the floor? Hold on a moment, guys. Be back in a second. He's still coughing. So when he decides to cough up his hairball, I'll get up and go clean it up. Just don't know what it is with cats, and every time they want to cough one up, it's like, I'm going to be on the bed or on the couch or in your chair or on your desk. And it's like, would you do this in the kitchen or the bathroom where it's easier to clean? Oh, I need to give him a good brushing and get him some of that hairball stuff. Also, some days he makes the noise like he's gonna cough up a hairball, and then he just never does. Sorry. You guys probably don't want to hear me talk about the cat. At least not the cat and his hairballs. I'm surprised we don't have a Pokemon move that's like something around that, honestly. I mean, look, we have Spit Up and stuff for like the Swalot, and like Pelipper and stuff. Crap down here. It has been exceptionally fuzzy lately, though. I've been finding little clumps of fur and stuff. I think he's shedding. Probably shedding that winter coat and starting to get his summer one in. And take the brush to him in a little while. Could have swore I caught a Krabby earlier with a like star on the thing. I guess I probably wouldn't get... I don't know. It don't much matter. Jesus, that's a lot of clicking. Hi, Chansey. I thought I heard the cat coming back in here, which is fine. Why so many Chansey? Look, I know I have a good chain going, but you're not the Pokemon I need. I'm sorry. Neither are you. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna sound weird, but I miss slime pops. Most of you probably don't know what those are, but when I was younger, they were popsicles. And the center of them was hollow, and they had a kind of like fruit gusher filling inside them that was green. Hence the name Slime Pops. And they were good. Sorry. Actually, fruit gushers in general just kind of sound good right now. Been a long time since I had a box, but they're like $3 for a box of like 6 packets. So they are very much a every great once in a while splurge. Now I want to sneeze. Having fun. I started rewatching. I about said Crimson Rogue, but he's a book review dude. He reviews bad books. I started watching Maximilian Dude play the Miles Morales game yesterday. Because I finished his Resident Evil 4 and I didn't watch the Mercenary videos because I wasn't so much interested in that. But I was actually looking for his Spider-Man 2 ones and ended up stumbling across the Miles Morales ones, and that was funny because every time a song that like a music company could DMCA would come on, he would mute the game and he'd just start like singing himself, and it was hilarious. I was sitting there cracking up if I could remember any of the words. But it was so funny. He's still there! Yeah, when they get over there, unless they like can fly away like Pidgey or Pidgeotto, there's got to be a weird thing about their despawn. Cause he's been there for like 20 minutes. So I've been very much considering, I say considering like I can afford it, but I was looking at the Miles Morales comic book omnibuses the other day on like Amazon. More because I couldn't remember what the big collections were. I couldn't remember that they were called omnibuses. Now that I know that, I'll probably check like thrift books and stuff, but I think I really would like to get a view of just the comic omnibuses, you know, the big collections that span, I want to say 1 year, but I don't think that's right. It might be 2. But I do think I would like a couple of them. I have such a hard time. There's big old huge gaps in my Miles Morales comic book reading just from where the thing didn't continue on whatever comic book website I was using. I didn't flip it hard enough. Dang it, you moved! Be still. But I am eagerly awaiting the new chapter of the current run this month because I kind of adore Anansi. He's an asshole. And I can't remember if the new comic comes out today or if it's another day. I have to look. I don't remember if it's set to like a set day during the month, like the first Wednesday, or if it's like an actual date, like the 8th or something of the month is New Comic Day. So free comic book day the other day, and I live in a town without a freaking comic book shop or a bookstore, honestly, but that's just par for the course here. You know, 2 or 3 people in groups. Oh, don't forget it's free comic book day today, and it's like, no, free comic. Oh, it's free book day. It's like, I want a free book. Oh, there we go. There's a crab. Like, books, please. I don't have enough for a actually, I don't have enough for a library. I think you need 3,000 books. 1,000 or like 3,000 or something to consider yourself having a library. I do not have that many. I have a couple hundred maybe. I have a ton of I have like 4 or 5 years worth of Shonen Jump under my bed, and I do have a pretty good, an okay sized collection of like just manga in general. Like I have, okay, the only complete comic manga collection I think I have is Wolf's Rain and Wolf's Rain and like the first Kingdom Hearts manga books. Look, I have most of Full Metal Alchemist. Like I have over half of the Full Metal Alchemist series, but I got poor and couldn't afford them after some point. I have a little bit of Rurouni Kenshin. The first 2 of Dragon Ball Z, and that was more because Shonen Jump, I think, started at the Cell Saga. Fullmetal Alchemist, Dragon Ball Z. I have one Yu-Gi-Oh manga, but that's But most of that, a big majority of that was shown in Shonen Jump as well. It was like Duelist Kingdom and Battle City, I think they didn't show in Shonen. Because they jumped from season 0 to the Ancient Egypt stuff, I think. Like, directly jumped from season 0 to Ancient Egypt. Here in the US. Shaman King I don't have any of. Wolf Train I have both of. I have a Pokemon manga, but it's a Mystery Dungeons manga. I have some of D and Angel, but those I got from a friend. There's something else I'm forgetting. Oh, no, I gave all my Inuyasha manga to my niece. I think that actually that might still be here. Oh, whoops. Don't ask, I'm having a moment. Wait, my niece used to joke that I had a library. I do have enough books. I could have an okay amount of books in like every room in my house. And it's so hilarious though, because I have a bunch of the Pokemon chapter books. And this was before they were doing like the manga and stuff in the US. This was literally before manga and stuff, I think, started coming to the US, to the extent it started coming in like the 2000s. So all we had for, you know, like Pokemon fans were the chapter books, because we didn't get the manga. At least, you know, not that I can remember off the top of my head. It wasn't included in the little Pokemon section of the bookstore. But, there's a part of me that wants to go and, like, finish off my collection of Pokemon chapter books. Because I have a good few of them. I think I have most of them, if not almost all of them, up to like Orange Islands. They were like one of my favorite things to read. Of course, they're not long. They're like 60 pages. But I used to get them, and then like the first thing I would do when I got them was start reading them immediately, either like on the bus or at home. I need to get a copy of Stardust and Coraline. Those are on my to get list. Are those on my to get? I need to check. 'Cause I enjoyed reading those when I read them. No, go away, Pidgeotto. I'm not breaking this chain on you. I just need $500 and thrift books. There's so many books I want to get, but I just don't have the money for it. You know how envious I am of like the TikTok book people who just have like those wonderfully huge library rooms just stuffed full of books. And now everybody's doing like the sprayed edges of books, and it's so pretty. They're so pretty. It drives me nuts that people put them in bookshelves backwards so you can see the sprayed edges. But but they're pretty, so I get why they do it, but it's like, guys, turn your books around. Of course, this is coming from me, who cannot stand a book sleeve. So any like hardback book I have that has a book sleeve on it, it never stays. I take it off, and I have like a bunch of book sleeves just sitting in a box somewhere. I think it's under my bed, actually. I think a bunch of them are in a box under my bed. I would kill to be able to bookbind. To be able to afford the printer and all the stuff I would need, as well as have someone properly teach me how to bookbind. I mean, I'm sure I could muddle my way through with YouTube tutorials, but I don't have a printer. I don't have a printer. And I definitely don't have a printer that prints double sides. I would be binding so much fan fiction. So much fan fiction. I would pay people to bookbind fanfiction for me. Like not them printing it out and binding it themselves and going and selling it, but being like, hey, I'll pay for materials and, you know, the shipping and stuff if you'll do this to me and send it. Where I'm more just paying for the materials and like the cover. You can thick binding is a little bit of a no-no for like commercial uses, because you're not supposed to make money off fan fiction by like selling it or anything, which, you know, is fine if you're probably commissioning someone to bind you a fic and send it to you, but you can't like bind a bunch of them and then go sell them in a convention. That's a no-no. It's kind of the same way with fan art. Fan artists, you know, you're technically paying them for their work and stuff. So that might be a bit more lax now, because so many people sell stuff at conventions and whatnot. But I don't think most companies mind so much anymore, so long as you're not like making millions or like selling fan games or something. Yeah, I remember the what was it? Fullmetal Alchemist Bluebird, I think, was a Chinese fan game. I don't know if they sold it or if it just got popular enough that, you know, the people who own the copyright for Fullmetal Alchemist, you know, shook their finger at it and knowed them, and then it got shut down. It kind of like Pixelmon, the Pixelmon mod for Minecraft, you know, got taken down like several times by the Pokemon Company and just ended up going back up. So I think at some point in time they just kind of gave up. Can I have another crab, please? Honey, you can scratch at the carpet all you want. It's not gonna move. There we go. She's on the other side of the bed, scratching at the carpet, trying to make her a comfy spot. But I would love, whenever I manage to get my space, be it my little trailer, or I somehow manage... Welcome back. Hi, Bob. But, I would love, once I get my own space, to be able to do, like, the gaming nerd room, and then have most of one of my walls be a shelf I can put, like, all my nerdy books and stuff on. I'd need more bookends, though. I should probably order me some more of those eventually. Go poke the ladies at the local library. You guys got any extra bookends you want to sell? Actually, I could probably legit walk in there and ask them. They'd probably say no. But, you know, they would at least answer me. I don't trust it, me not to get ready to throw this next Ultra Ball and it just vanish. Just, if I had the money, there are so many books I would buy. Collections I would fill out, and some of it I couldn't guarantee I would ever actually get around to reading for the first time or reading again. But owning books and reading books are two completely separate hobbies sometimes. Like, if you asked me, I would tell you I own comics. But honestly, if it's not manga, the only comics I own, I think, are 2 or 3 of the Transformers comics, and those are the ones that, like, the movie adaptation ones. Because I have the, what is it? I have the comic for the first Transformers movie, for the for one of the in-between comics, the one that revolves around the Autobots, and then I have the Revenge of the Fallen comic somewhere. I think they're over there on the shelf above my bed. You sit down one day and watch Transformers movies. Nice. I have, we had, keepers theirs had ducks at one point in time. They got by something, which is just a thing that happens here. But we had ducks at one point in time. They were my sisters, you know, Donald and Daisy, because she's super original. But we did have ducks. They were fun. They had a kiddie pool in their pen, and they spent the first couple weeks living in the house, and they swam around in the bathtub, and my sister's dog got weirdly overly protective of them. My sister's dog, Sissy, rest her heart, she passed last year, but was the biggest mama dog who never had puppies. But she would, if it was smaller than her and like in her vicinity, she would mama dog it. She would not let any other animal near these ducks. It was hilarious. Then, of course, there was one night Dad was slightly drunk, and I can hear out the back door. And I'm confused as all heck at what he's trying to do. And at one point in time, one of them got out and was kind of just roaming. He was sitting on the back porch trying to call this duck over to him so he could pet it. Like, that is not gonna work. He's like, I just want to pet the duck. It's like, Dad, like, no one pets the duck. We're gonna shuffle him back into the pen in the morning when we feed him. Actually, I think we managed to shuffle him back in that evening. But it was funny. Of course, I think it's kind of weird. We had ducks, and generally, I think both of them gotten in the pen. We don't know what got them. Raccoons or something, probably. But we had a rooster who free roamed around the yard literally for like years before he died of old age. And he was perfectly fine. Six, 7, 8. I'm like 1 behind, I think. Or 2 behind. Let's see. 79 would be, there's 1 missing because of that, so yeah, I'm like 2 behind there in that count. I'm getting a text from. Oh. Video game text. Come back to our game. No. Well, they were a birthday present for my sister 1 year from my dad. Bless him, every once in a while Dad's like, we need to get chickens again. It's like, can we just not reap the benefits from like 4 of your friends having chickens? We have a family friend who bought us 10 dozen eggs a couple of months ago, so we haven't had to buy eggs in like 3 or 4 months. We bought one overpriced carton of eggs. One back when they were, before they got like ridiculously overpriced. But the rest of the time we just got eggs from a family friend and paid her like $20 for several dozen eggs. You are going to run out of house in your... You're gonna run out of space in your house? I have a niece you would get along with because she wants to adopt everything. The most recent animal I have wanted to adopt was a fish. I want a betta fish. I don't know why I want a betta fish, but I feel like I would enjoy a betta fish. Do I have money for a betta fish? No. Technically, no, I do not. I probably actually do, but that's money going towards other things. Like bills and Pokemon Legends ZA in November or October. I still feel like it's gonna stay a November release, but you never know. They could surprise us with October. So if you named him Kendrick, do you call him Kenny for short? Toby is my favorite villager in Animal Crossing. The old man wolf. I'm gonna take that back. Other than me wanting a betta fish, the last animal we had that I was considering scooping up and adopting was a kitten that lived outside that we never quite managed to catch and bring inside because we'd have kept him. You know, he'd have made an okay companion for Pin Pin. But we could never catch him and keep him in hand long enough to like get him inside and in the kennel so we could start getting him used to being around people. Because he wasn't like horribly feral in that I'm going to tear you apart way, you know, for looking at me. He was, I think, just more scared than anything. He, you could tell he hadn't had a lot of interaction with people. But he was still small enough, you know, it would have been easy to fix. But he ran off, and I don't know if he's still in the area or not. We have a lot of stray cats in the general vicinity. Pin came to us from across the road. Quite literally ran across the road and then crawled up my dad's pant legs. You'd be amazed at how often that happens to my dad. Not necessarily with cats. My sister's dog did it too. Crawled up his legs and laid down in his lap and looked up at him, and Dad went, fine, you can keep her. Oof. Yeah. Apparently my ability to catch crabs is just deteriorating the further on this stream goes. But Dad jokes that, you know, when Stella passes, because she's about 10 years old now, I think. And, you know, that's not me saying we expect her to pass anytime soon, because she is still in pretty good health. Hey! Second crab! Alright, not bad. 82 encounters after the last one. And I didn't break a chain this time. Knock on wood, so I don't break a chain majorly next time with the cubone. But Dad jokes because he says that when, you know, Stella passes, oh, I'll just bring one of the outside dogs in. It's like, nah. Like, I ain't gonna want another dog immediately to replace the dog I just lost. It's like, I am not one of those people. Okay, we're gonna move this dude up here. I got both of these in under 200 Pokemon. That's actually really good. Whoops. Replace you. Swap you with Squirtle. Gonna add you to the party. Swap you out for my Ninetales. What level does he evolve? I want to say 30 something, so he might not be too bad. He might just be a level up, honestly. Oops. Oh, 28. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah, he is just quite literally a level up. Alright. So let's go defeat Brock. I have the same exact energy as my dog. They'd be happy. No, I want to fly. Need to go to pewter. I will probably get him evolved, and then I might call a stream early for today because I don't quite want to start hunting Cubone yet. I would actually like to start hunting them when Thursday. I don't need the Pokemon Center. I need the gym! Also the Pokemart, so I can go sell candy and stuff real fast. But mostly I need the gym. Oh, excuse me. Ow, excuse me. I have this muscle in my shoulder that likes to pull every time I sneeze. Eh. Eh. I have to blow my nose in a minute, I think. Am I really gonna ever use any of these great balls? I've more or less just gone straight to Ultra Balls and am using nothing else. Let's see. $32 for mirror balls. Give me a fraction of the money I just spent back. I don't need any more max repels, and I'm still okay on max lures. Though at some point in time, I'm probably gonna end up spamming the Elite Four training Marowak to get them to evolve, so that's fine. I'll earn plenty of money then. Alright, let's get this Krabby dude evolved. I say dude. Are you a dude? No, okay, let me switch that up. Let's get this Krabby lady evolved. Turn her into a Mrs. Krabs. I hope my Venusaur first slot, because I was not paying a bit of attention. It should be. I do believe she usually is. She's so intimidating. My poor Venusaur just kind of not really all that intimidating when compared to the big ol' Onyx. Poor rock types were just kind of screwed over the first generation. You had Onyx, Geodude and its line. The Rhyhorn line is pure rock types, and then you have Aerodactyl, which is rock and flying, and then the rest of the fossils are rock and water. That's just kind of unfair. Hopefully when we get Gen 10, we'll get Pokemon for all the missing type matchups. Which I don't think we're down to too many. I think there was like 13 or 14 type combinations that hadn't been used. And that might be my pre-Gen 9 brain going on there. Like electric and fighting used to be one, but now we have the Palmy line, which gives us electric and fighting. We're gonna have to go beat Misty for this too. So I do like that they actually put people in the stands in the gyms. There's one thing that was always kind of funny in the anime, is that if a Pokemon gym had like spectator stands, half the time they were empty. Alright, level up he did not. But I should be fairly close to a level. Okay, yeah, okay. Misty's gym should do it. Ooh, wait, let's go talk to the Slowpoke lady real fast. Get her item. I would love to be this unbothered. Friend who was like, I want a penguin as a pet. She was very, very into penguins. We used to call her Truck the Penguin Mobile. Of course, we also called it the Twinkie Mobile because it was bright yellow. Oh, wrong one, sorry. No, wait, right one. Gotta go down one. There we go. But she was this little, like, she came up to my chin. So she was at least like 5 foot something, but she was the shorter friend in our group. And so you know, we teased her about it a little bit. But her first vehicle was just this big old truck. It wasn't like ungodly big. It was just one of the bigger, like, 4-door backseat trucks. And it was like, why do you need a truck that big? Do you need a stool to get into it? And you know, she took it all our teasing well. But her seat covers and stuff had penguins on them. So she's very much stayed on brand. Okay, good luck with that. So the vine whip just cracks everything over the head. Flop. Nope. So have you guys seen the life-sized evolution plushes? They're huge! Like, I picture an Eevee evolution, I picture a mid-sized dog breed. You know, a lab or something. A dog that comes up, like, to at least your knee. But looking at some of these plushes are, like, bigger than people. They look almost like they would be large dog breed Pokemon. Which is another one of those hilarious things about them making life-size Pokemon plush. Because you see them in the games and stuff compared to your trainer who's always like a standard 4 foot something because they're teenagers. And then you see them in like the anime, okay. But you know, also anime sizes. And then they make a real life plush of this and you're like, Jesus, this is huge! Like, surprise, surprise, the sheep Pokemon is literally the size of a sheep. I mean, the Gardevoir plush is a whole person, like an entire person of, I mean, we all know it is technically an entire person, but looking at the plush when they have it like sitting in a chair and stuff is like, that is a person. If I saw this in the dark in my house, I would think someone had broken in. Hey, there we go, Krabby level up. No, I think we're okay with Gyarados. But it's always so funny. I'm curious to see which life-size Pokemon they're gonna do next. I'm also slightly surprised it took them this long to do the evolutions as life-size Pokemon plushes. Gyarados, I swear to God. Thank you. I was about to say, you're better than this Uzumaki. Get it together. There we go. he's not a bad green. Not really. I kind of like the dark kind of... I want to say that's an olive green, but that might actually be a bit more of a sage. No, it's a bit... It's too dark to be a sage green. Yeah, that's about an olive green, I think. I should save. Alright, we're gonna move him out of the party. Add to party. Replace you with Kingler. Kingler should still be down here. Yep. It is a nice green. Gonna save one more time. And then Thursday I will be starting the Cubone hunt. And you know, get 2 of those so I can evolve one into a Marowak, and then get a bunch of other ones so I can evolve a bunch of other ones into Marowaks for trading for shiny Alolan Marowak, which should be an experience and a half. Might as well meander my way over to Dark Tunnel. Actually, it would probably be better to go into Dark Tunnel from Lavender Town. 'Cause I think you have a bigger room there at the bottom. Let's go to Lavender Town. You guys are more than welcome to. Mooch, you missed me catching the shiny. I said welcome back. I'm sorry to say I'm about to end stream. I'm just kind of plunking myself into Dark Cave so I don't have to go over here Thursday. Yes, light us up, please. Alright. So I don't really imagine. Jesus, I forgot how big Rhyhorn is in these games. But yeah, there's the stairs. Oh. Hi, Charmander. I forgot Charmander spawned in here. Doesn't he spawn outside of Mount Moon as well? I think over here is the biggest kind of empty area. So this is probably where I'll do my hunting. No, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna save, and I will see you guys Thursday. I hope your guys' Wednesday goes good, as well as the rest of your day today. However much of it you have left. Oh, I have a blanket I am hopefully going to finish tonight. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.